David asked us to review this, so we're reviewing it. So thanks, David, for the tip and the recommendation. We're gonna let you know how this goes.
Cheers, Dave. Mo cuts and mo edits.
Craft Whiskey Boys, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and make sure you comment. Oh.
Yeah, there's a little bit of chili in there, which I'm always a fan of.
There's the spice.
The ethanol and the heat in that chili is mixed with this lovely sweetness that stays on the tongue.
A balance there's a flavour, it's really kind of coming through, it's really nice.
My score on this one, with a really shit drum roll.
I'll just freestyle it, don't worry about it. Freestyle, baby. Guys, welcome back to the 2-minute reviews. Today you're with Solly and Jay, but we also have a special guest, because he's no longer part of the Craft Whiskey Boys, Mo.
Huh? Yeah, you're damn right. Just because I'm in the countryside doesn't mean I don't care. I care a lot. Craft Whiskey Boys. Cheers.
He is still part of the Craft Whiskey Boys. He's just been away for a while.
Guys, you're all up in arms. Get Mo back.
I'll use 5 people that comment.
Thankfully, Mo is back with us, but not with us, if that makes sense.
There is a world that's been out of reach until now.
And here we are in the rural area of South England. Legend has it the wisteria blossomed something quite great. Let's go. As the season goes on, the petals will fall, and what do we have? A Drumshanbo, quite rare. Originates from Ireland, an inaugural release, so we'll see what we think.
Drumshambo, which is an Irish whiskey, produced in Connaught, one of the first in 105 years.
He got that one in.
No, but seriously, the Shed Distillery got a really big following, mainly because of their gunpowder gin, which is pretty much, if you're an Irish person who likes gin, you like gunpowder. But it's also big worldwide as well. Yeah,
it's getting really big. When they brought that out, most people, they start making a whiskey, and then obviously they bring out a gin because it can be made within a day or two, versus a whiskey can take many, many years. This one in particular, this whiskey that Drumshambo made at the Shed Distillery.
This is one of their first, right?
It's their first, it's their inaugural release. So I think they distilled it in like late December or mid-December 2014. So it's really about, we're now into 2020, so it's about 5 years old. So during that time, they obviously brought out a gin, and the bottle of the gin was cool looking. The fact they used gunpowder tea was a really smart idea by, I think, PJ Rigney is the
It's
distiller.
A good name as well, gunpowder gin.
It's very clever, and it did really, really wonders. I mean, gunpowder gin's known around the world. It's been great for Ireland. It's obviously done well for the guys at Drumshambo at the Shed Distillery, and now they've been sitting on this amber nectar for quite a while now, for 5 years, and they've released it, and we're excited to try it.
Drumshambo, well, you know all the facts already, they've mentioned on it, but for their inaugural release, it's got a lot of attention.
It's a really nice bottle as well, simple design.
Yeah, they've done a nice job on the bottle. Lovely little emblem here, which is really cool.
Quite sexy, they take a lot of pride in it.
And it's a good colour for a young whiskey as well, but I think that's down to the sherry, right, Jay?
Yeah, well, it's bourbon and sherry, I think. So I think they went bourbon cask for a period of time. I don't know how long they finished it in sherry. I haven't looked. Someone pop that in the comments if you know.
Single pot still. Always going to be a favourite of mine.
It's not a single malt as a lot of whiskies that have come out of Ireland have been, and the reason for that is obviously the majority of pot still all comes from County Cork down by the guys at Pernod Ricard, Irish distillers. You got the red breasts and the green spots here, and really excited to try a 5-year-old pot still actually. But they've also mixed in Barra oats, Solly, which is interesting. Not just unmalted and malted barley, but Barra oats, which is pretty cool.
Wow. Okay.
All right, I guess we'll just try it because
let's do it, baby.
We've done enough talking on it. Yeah, guys, so we're reviewing the Drumshambo inaugural release because one of our subscribers, a guy called David Genschke, I apologize if I got your last name wrong, but David asked us to review this, so we're reviewing it. So thanks, David, for the tip and the recommendation. We're gonna let you know how this goes.
Cheers, Dave.
Oh.
2-minute reviews, no cuts, no edits, but also no cuts, no edits.
Let's bring in Alper, make this shit official. You guys know the score.
Let's go, baby.
Ooh, 2-minute start.
You know what I love about it? You got that pot still spice that's coming straight through. Like a creamy vanilla texture on that.
It's like that smell of it. There's a type of compound called ethyl vanilla. Ethyl vanilla, I believe it's the pronunciation. It's a really, really good extract of vanilla. They use it in ice cream. A lot of the ice cream they eat is not real vanilla, obviously. But that really nice, rich, creamy Mr. Whippy type vanilla, if you know what I'm talking about, the ice cream van, really nice vanilla. It smells a lot like that. It's not just your plain standard, it's actually really nice.
There's a little bit of honey in there, very subtle though, because I think it's quite young.
Oh, there's a spice. That's definitely on the back palate there. Really kind of sweet plum.
I like it across the palate.
Yeah, there's a little bit of chili in there, which I'm always a fan of.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, there's like a decent amount of spice coming down the back palate.
Bit of like orange zest as well.
That's very easy. I'm fond of anything that's got a bit of a spice to it, especially something like a pot still whiskey.
It is just that bit younger than normal, but it's nice. It's not off-putting, like I said before. It wasn't off-putting on the nose. It's not off-putting on the palate.
A balance there's a flavour. It's really kind of coming through. It's really nice.
The finish is nice, warming. It's not the longest finish I've ever had,
No.
but it's still. But that again, that attributes to the age of the whiskey. But
I just keep on thinking, what are the other boys thinking? But what? Oh God, we're almost there on the counter.
that's not a bad whiskey at all. It's a really nice whiskey, especially considering it's their inaugural release. So really, it's more a collector's bottle, if anything, because you know they wanted to obviously put something out there to the world. And I think it was ready. I think it was a good whiskey to put out there.
Why not? Yeah, it's good for a young one. Well, they're 5 years in Ireland is all right.
Yeah,
It's
it can
made
be. It can be. 5 to 7 years isn't a bad age in Ireland if you're maturing it. You know, specifically down south, if you're using really good oak barrels. Not the. Sometimes younger ones give too much tannin, depending on where you've bought them from. Wood really comes into it a lot. I mean, in such how the barrel is handled on the inside, the types of. Obviously, we go into charring a lot. I've spoke about it before, but there is different layers and different levels, right? When the hemicellulose, the higher you turn heat up on wood, the more the constitute sugars that it breaks down. Different types of flavors that it gives off. If you put wood into high heat, it gives more smoky, oaky flavors. If you toast it from a distance, it gives more toasting notes, right? More of the maple notes. So there's just more things that happen. So you can do a lot to a whiskey in Ireland in 5 to 7 years and make it great. You really can. It's hard to say that for a lot of other places. You can do the same in America, obviously.
Not too much ethanol, but just a little kick there. But I'm getting like a different texture to like vanilla that normally comes through in most whiskies. It's like clotted, it's creamier. And then when you drink it on the palate, getting that poached kind of plum that come through. So it's quite there's a bit of tang to it. It's quite nice, and the whiskey's just leaving me salivating.
The finish is, I think, an acquired taste. I'm really enjoying it. It's quite a lot of ethanol and a bit of spice in there. Not super long, but nice.
Yeah, I think it's a lovely sweetness across the palate. While there's the heat there from the ethanol being, not just normally because it's a young whiskey, just it's there. But the ethanol and the heat and that chili is mixed with this lovely sweetness that stays on the tongue.
You start off with something that, you know, has a sweetness on the nose to begin with. You know, you get that vanilla coming through, but also that spice you'd expect from a pot still. Straight away, you're taking through the dark fruits on the palate. That's counteracted with right amount of bitterness as well. So they blend very well. And what I noticed was there is a really nice, smooth, oily mouthfeel in the finish after you finish drinking. So in all, it's quite a well-balanced whiskey.
It's a nice whiskey. It really is. Congrats, guys. Well released. You want to score it up, Saul? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'm happy to give this a score. Quite subtle on the nose, but nice. Bit of vanilla in there. A decent balanced palate. Nothing major happening there, but still good. And an ethanol finish for me anyway, with a bit of spice. But 7.3 for me.
7.3. All right, well, guys, my score on this one, with a really shit drum roll, is actually 7.4. So I was pretty close to where you're at on that one, Solly. Slightly above, but pretty close. Let's go check the Mo, see where old Moses is at on this deal.
Over to Mo.
Drumshanbo! Can never get tired of saying that. No, look, really good for their inaugural release. Got a lot of attraction out there online. For me, there was a lot going on, but it lacked the characteristics to really set it apart from other whiskies we've tried. For that reason, I'm giving it a respectful 7.1. Well done.
Mo scored 7.1 and our total would be 7.3 for the Drumshambo Inaugural Release.
Thanks for your suggestion, Mr. Dave.
Yeah, Dave, appreciate it. It's coming in above the Killerman, just below the Macallan 12. So we will stick it right in there and sort that out, move it down for the next video.
And if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe. Most importantly, the comments should include a little pointer in the right direction of a whiskey you would like us to review.
Absolutely. Solly made a little bet on the last video, and we'll put it forward on this one again, is that if any of you recommend a whiskey that we score 9 points or above, Solly will send you a bottle of
Bushmills 21, and really it's a thank you. It's not really an impossible task. I hope someone does it, because then I will have found a new favourite whiskey. So it will be a thank you by Bushmills 21, as long as there's some left. Is it limited?
Bushmills 21 is limited, I believe, but it's in the 20,000-30,000 bottle range, I think. Could be
So
wrong.
hurry up, guys, before you run out of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself a few of those because Bushmills 21 is one of my favorite sipping whiskies at home. I really enjoy it, so I'm gonna probably load up on a few bottles and just keep it for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Cool. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for sitting here and watching another one of our videos, and on to the next review.
Woo!
When I said I was exiting and living in the countryside, you know, I didn't have this in mind, but the reality is this is what I've been up to.